Greetings, great learners. My name is Mr. Simbi and welcome to today's accounting class. In today's class, I'm going to be doing analysis and interpretation of financial indicators. I have some interesting calculations that I want to do with you. Make sure you have a pen, you have a paper to write on. You also need a calculator. All right, let us begin. With me here, I have a practice question, which is an extract of financial position as at 31 December. All right, and then we have 2 years. We have the year 2022 and the year 2023. This forms our information A. Then we have information B, which is an extract, statement of comprehensive income. Your statement of comprehensive income, remember, this is the income statement. All right, and we have 2 years as well, 2022 and 2023. All right, so we want to know now, what else are we given? We are given financial indicators, that is on information C now. Financial indicators on 31 December, that is for the year 2022 and 2023. Then here is what we are required to do. Number one, calculate the solvency ratio for the year ended 31 December. Number two, calculate the percentage return on average owner's equity. Then number three, comment on the financial indicators calculated above. I know you guys are ready. Make sure you have the calculator close to you. Let's begin. Number one says, calculate the solvency ratio. So if we were to do the solvency ratio, we would definitely need to know our total assets. So to begin that with, we will come to information A. We need to pick all our assets for the year 2023. So we're focusing on this year. All right. So the first one that I'm going to pick is my fixed assets. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to have my fixed assets. And the amount is 170,000. There it is. The next one that I'll take is my fixed deposit. I will then bring my fixed deposit, and my fixed deposit is 80,000. There is 80,000. I'm adding up all my assets, my non-current assets as well as my current assets. The next one that I'm going to have, now I'm on my current, because remember, these are your non-current. I'll bring my inventory, and my inventory is 18,000. There is inventory. My next one is trade and other receivables. So I'll come here. I have my trade and other receivables. Trade and other receivables. And my trade and other receivables is 19,000. This one here. I'll come to my cash and cash equivalents, which is the last one then. Cash and cash equivalents. All right. And then my cash and cash equivalents, as you see here, is 3,000. Now I'm going to add all these amounts, and then I end up with 290,000. 290,000. So far I have my total assets. Then the next thing that I need to do is to get my total liabilities. To get my total liabilities, I'll get my current liabilities. Remember, we're in the year 2023. So I'll get my current liabilities. I'll come here. My current liabilities are 10,000. And then I'll also get my long-term loan, my non-current liabilities, long-term loan. The long-term loan, remember, it is part of my non-current liabilities. And that gives you 80,000. There is 80,000. If I add this two, I'll end up with 90,000. 90,000. Now that I have these two totals, total assets and total liabilities, Remember, my total assets is 290,000. My total liabilities is 90,000. I can then use my formula to calculate the solvency ratio. The formula, remember, is total assets. So I'm going to have 290,000 here as to total liabilities, which is your 90,000. We divide all of this by 90,000, and then you get 1. You divide this by 90,000, and then you get 3.22 as to 1. That becomes your answer. Remember, it is a ratio, so it has to be as to 1. 3.22 as to 1. 3.22 as to 1. The next part of the question required us to comment. So when I'm commenting, I'll now say, in the year 2023, we got 3.22 as to 1, which should be here, 3.22 as to 1. Now, I need to compare 2022 and 2023, because remember, when we do analysis, you need to calculate, and then you compare, and then you comment. All right? So now I am done with calculating. I'm comparing now 2022 and 2023. Then in my comment, I would then say the solvency ratio, I will need to have the name of the financial indicator. The solvency ratio has increased. The word increase is very important because this is the trend from 2.6 as to 1 in 2022 to 3.22 as to 1 in 2023. And these are my figures. Very important that when I comment, I have the name, the trend, and the figures. Once I have this, then I have calculated, I have compared, and I've commented. I'm going to move on to question number 2. Question number 2. Question number 2 wanted us to calculate the percentage return on average owner's equity. All right? Let's come and see. The formula says net profit. So I'm going to get my net profit for the year. That is 20,000. So I'm coming here. I'll say 20,000. Then I divide that 20,000 by average owner's equity. To get average owner's equity, I'll be saying the opening owner's equity, which is 206,000, plus the closing owner's equity, which is 200,000, plus 200,000. I add these ones and I divide them by 2. Some of you would multiply by half, still very correct. Then I multiply everything by 100/1. It is very important that you solve this bottom part. I would encourage you to solve that bottom part first. All right? So you would end up with your 20,000 divided by 203,000. That is, when you add this and that, then you divide by 2. It is 20,000 divided by 203,000 multiplied by 100/1. And your answer will be 9.85%. This is the answer, 9.85%. Remember, after you have calculated, the next thing you need to do is to compare, and then you comment. So when we are comparing, we are now saying the return on equity, it is 9.85%. 9.85%. So we're comparing it with 2022, where it was 11.8%. What do you see there? You can see that it has decreased. So let's comment. When we comment, we say the percentage return on owner's equity. You have to indicate the name of the financial indicator. The percentage return on owner's equity has decreased. This is the trend. It has decreased from 11.8% in 2022, which is this one here, to 9.85% in 2023, which is this one here. That means we have calculated, we have compared, and we have commented. In this case, it is very important, dear learners, that you continuously practice these financial indicators. Dear learners, Let's go for an ad break, and I'll see you shortly.